We live in a world that values conformity. Society expects us to fit in and follow the social game rules without question. But some people choose a different path, the Sigma path. The Sigma male is an individualist who lives by his own set of rules that go against conventional wisdom. He is unconcerned with what others think, instead looking to himself for validation. He is the man that alpha males envy and beta males respect. Here are 10 rules all Sigma males live by. Number 1. They don't play the popularity game. Sigma males stay away from social games and power struggles, preferring to work towards their own individual agenda instead. They are uninterested in being part of the in-crowd or gaining validation through the opinions of others. Rather than playing the social game, they focus on their own goals and objectives. Sigma males don't allow themselves to be swayed by other people's opinions and remarks about them, for better or worse. They understand that everyone is entitled to their opinion, but it does not have to dictate how they live their life. Instead, they rely on their own gut instinct and inner strength to guide them on the right path. Many people call them the lone wolves of society, but Sigma males know that it's not about being alone. It's about finding their own path and living a life of purpose. They dare to make decisions without worrying about what others will say or think. This automatically sets them apart from the crowd, which is why Sigma men have a certain aura of mystery and charm about them. They don't care if they're popular or not. They just try to live a life of balance and fulfillment. Number 2. They're not afraid to say no. Sigma males are strong-willed and independent individuals who don't take kindly to being bossed around. They understand their own value and will not let others control them or dictate their decisions. While they may not always be popular, they are respected for their strength of character. Sigma men have a strong personality and know how to say no to people, whether it is their boss, family, or friends. They don't refuse others just for the sake of it, but only when necessary and possible. While some people might get upset when they don't get their way, Sigma men understand that it's sometimes necessary to say no. They are not people pleasers, which makes them powerful in their own right. Most people suffer through life without saying no, but a Sigma is not afraid to take control of his life and make tough choices. While sometimes it's tough to say no, it is often necessary to protect yourself and be true to your own beliefs. Number 3. They are fully responsible for their life and actions. Being a fully responsible person has nothing to do with luck, material wealth, or other external factors. It means accepting and taking ownership of your life and decisions without blaming others. This means being honest with yourself and accepting the consequences of your choices, both positive and negative. It means acknowledging that ultimately, no matter what happens in your life, you and only you are accountable for what happens. A Sigma man doesn't blame anyone or anything else for his current state, so you need to stop looking for excuses and accept that you are the only one responsible for where you are right now. When you truly understand this principle, your whole life begins to change. This is when you start not allowing yourself to be a victim of circumstances. It's when you start realizing that you have the power to shape and create your own destiny. While some Sigma males have learned this the hard way, many others have been raised with this mindset. Regardless of how you've come to understand the importance of personal responsibility, it is an essential trait of a Sigma personality. It gives you the power to make things happen rather than simply letting them pass by. Taking responsibility for yourself is liberating and empowering, helping you to unleash your full potential. Number 4. They are not easily intimidated. We all know that person who can't stand up for themselves, always shrinking back in the face of adversity. Not because they are a coward, but because they lack the confidence to stand their ground. On the other hand, Sigma males have an inner strength that allows them to remain cool and collected even in the face of danger or intimidation. Understanding their own self-worth enables them to remain firm and steadfast in their convictions, making it difficult for anyone to push them around. This inner strength also helps them rise above petty conflicts or arguments. They understand that life is too short to get caught up in silly quarrels, so they simply choose not to engage. Instead of getting wrapped up in drama and negativity, Sigma men prefer to focus on more productive things. They might seem intimidating to some, but they rarely use their strength or power for anything other than defending themselves or their beliefs. They just stand up for what is right and refuse to be pushed around by bullies or manipulators. They are not easily intimidated because they have a strong sense of self-assurance and confidence that allows them to remain calm under pressure. This is what makes them leaders who people naturally look up to and respect. Number 5. They respect themselves and others. This is a huge part of being a Sigma, and it's often overlooked. Respect for oneself and others is a cornerstone of Sigma male behavior. They understand that their actions have consequences, so they make sure to think through decisions before acting on them. Respect comes in many forms, from subtle body language to the way you talk about others. Sigma men always ensure that their words and actions align with who they are and what they believe in. They take no pleasure in belittling or insulting others, as this will only hurt them and damage relationships. At the same time, Sigma men also know how to respect themselves. They refuse to succumb to negative peer pressure or do something that goes against their core beliefs. Instead, they use their strength of character to remain unshaken by any challenge or criticism that comes their way. It's like a seesaw. Only when you show respect to yourself and others can you achieve a balance in life. Number 6. They don't care what other people think. While it might sound simple, it's actually a difficult thing to master. Everyone worries about how they're perceived by their peers and family, so it's natural to care about what others think. Life is full of opinions, but Sigma men have learned to let those opinions pass by without getting too attached. Not allowing the opinions of others to shape your decisions or cloud your judgment is key to being a Sigma. In a world of judgment and criticism, having this perspective can be a real strength. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion, but it doesn't mean that you should be swayed away from what you know to be right. Rather than obsessing over the opinions of others, Sigmas keep a level head whether they're praised or chastised. This ultimately gives them the freedom to be their own person and live by their own rules. Mastering the art of not caring what others think is something that gets better with time. As you become more comfortable in your own skin, you will be able to disregard the opinions of others. Number 7. They never apologize for who they are. While this can be easily misunderstood as arrogance, it is actually something quite different. Being arrogant means falsely believing that you are better than others. It is a form of pride that can be detrimental to relationships. On the other hand, being authentic is being comfortable in your own skin and not apologizing for who you are. It means accepting yourself unconditionally and having no need to impress or please anyone else. This kind of self-confidence and acceptance is what attracts positive relationships into your life. Sigma males create an environment where others feel safe to be themselves, and it's one of the reasons why women find them so attractive. Authentic people also have a deep sense of inner peace, which makes them appear calm when others are stressed. This type of inner harmony is attractive to both men and women, as it makes them feel secure in their presence. Number 8. They value their time. Time is the most valuable resource we have. It is finite, and once it's gone, there's no getting it back. Being aware of this fact helps Sigmas set priorities and manage their time according to what's important. In a world filled with distractions, staying focused on the task at hand can be difficult. It's easy to get caught up in the latest trends and forget what really matters. Getting overwhelmed by external influences is something we're all guilty of, so it's important to be mindful of how you spend your time. Being conscious of where you put your energy and attention helps you to stay productive and feel a sense of accomplishment. Sigmas are often seen as loners because they spend some time alone. While solitude is necessary to maintain inner peace, Sigmas also know when to come out of their shell and engage with the world. They are not antisocial, they simply appreciate their own company. This is when they use their time to recharge, reflect, and refocus. Number 9. They can see the good in others. We are fed up with this world of selfishness and greed. It's easy to give in to these negative aspects of society, but Sigma males have a unique ability to look beyond people's flaws. Everyone has something good inside them, so they don't judge people harshly or unfairly. Even when surrounded by negativity, Sigma men have the power to remain positive and optimistic. They don't allow themselves to be dragged down by other people's struggles or darkness. Instead, they take it upon themselves to bring a sense of hope and encouragement into every situation. By recognizing the good in those around you, you not only boost their mood but also reinforce your own values and self-belief. You realize that the qualities you value in others are worth having yourself. This helps Sigma men stay grounded and remain on their paths. It's easy to get caught up in the chaos of life, so step back and see the good intentions of others. Inspiring others with your hope and positivity not only helps you to stay on your path, but it also gives others the courage and strength to follow theirs. Number 10. Having a growth mindset. A growth mindset is a belief that with effort, dedication, and persistence, anything can be achieved. It's about recognizing your talents and potential, but more importantly, it's about developing them through hard work and resilience. Sigmas can think outside of the box, helping them to make bold choices. They are not afraid to challenge the status quo and think differently. For Sigma men, each challenge is an opportunity for personal growth. They are never satisfied with mediocrity and always strive to outperform who they were yesterday. Having a growth mindset encourages them to push their boundaries and reach new heights. While it is important to celebrate successes, for Sigma, the real reward comes from within. It's about knowing that you have done your best and you are continuously evolving.